welcome to Cabot TV's Necromancer stream or something of that sort. Dan Harzen says he plays Dark Souls and Diablo 3 for the Blue Light Kmart special sometimes. Who knows? You'll stream it. He's part of everything on the internet. Watch him, Cabot TV.
You have any Wilkins coffee in your house? No. You know, a house isn't a home without Wilkins coffee.
Good morning, everybody. Wondering if Cabot started a Necromancer. He did. He deleted said Necromancer because it was just kind of trying to feel out what I wanted to do. But Cabot did start a Necromancer. Shocking, I know. All right, let's see here. We want that one right there. Here we go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. I am sorry for not being here last week. I want to address that. Felix pointed his finger at me and says, I'm going to need a stream from you. Here I am. So you can thank Felix. No, I was going to be here anyways. I was in a game funk last week, and I couldn't, I spent all weekend staring at my games, trying to figure out what I felt like playing, and nothing felt right. I've had that happen to me before. It's not likely to be the last time it's ever happened to me, but I wasn't going to sit there and try to force myself to do something on stream to be unhappy. You know what I mean? I couldn't do that. I'm not going to do that. That's not happening. That's not going to be a thing. I don't think I can get into Diablo 4 when it appears Starfield is going to keep me busy for the rest of the year. Okay, so can someone explain to me, because I know less than nothing about Starfield. I've kind of ignored it. What's the draw of Starfield? What is it? What is it compared to? What's the big deal? I don't understand. Actually, probably part of the reason I ignore it is there was that other game that's kind of been out in beta access for freaking forever, but you gotta pay a ridiculous amount of money to get into it to play it, and it requires more and more money as you go, and it's just a giant piece of shit. I can't remember the name of that game either, but it's similar like that. Star Citizen, yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Elbow, thank you. And I guess I kind of lump them in as the same fucking thing. Star Citizen, but better? Well, I mean, that's a low bar to cross, dude. Star Citizen's got to be one of the worst games to come out in a long-ass time. Why? Voltage. Actually, real quick, let's do this. Make you smaller. Right about there, I think. We'll see that way a little bit more. That would be nice. I don't know if my monitors will let me. I've got curved monitors now, so getting that to sit exactly where I want it to is difficult. Alright, I think that's better. I do. I'll link you a video on Discord. Watch my stuff. Alright, thank you, Elbow. I appreciate that. I guess with everybody talking about it, I should at least take a look at it, right? Will I play it? I don't know. I wasn't even sure I was gonna get this game. The AEW game is set to release at the same fucking cost. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm interested in. A lot of the stuff I'm interested in, however, is Xbox stuff, and it's going to be available with Game Pass on PC because they're getting all the day one stuff, or at least that's what's been said. We'll see. So I'm interested in a lot of that, and that's going to be easy there. So I will do that. I don't have to worry about money there, but you know, things like Diablo 4 I was interested in. I'm interested in the new AEW game. I want that on PlayStation. I'm very interested in that. Probably a lot of my games, until I can upgrade my PC, are probably going to be on PlayStation. In fact, I don't know, I may, and I'm considering setting up a donation goal for some new PC parts so I can upgrade my PC and keep doing all this kind of stuff for you guys. So we'll see. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that. I've never been overly successful with donation goals in the 4 or 5 years I've been streaming. They've never gone over well. It's not that I haven't gotten people to donate me money, or I haven't gotten paid to do this in some capacity, even though it wasn't much. But donation goals don't ever seem to work out very well, and I feel very kind of sketchy putting them up to begin with. So I'm kind of toying around with the idea of doing that. I don't know. If you guys have an opinion on it, let me know. I'd be interested in the input for it. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyways, so I did mess around with a sorcerer, which I thought was cool, and I will probably make a sorcerer character at some point. And I've messed around with a necromancer, and I find that I like the necromancer a little bit better. And it's not just because it's a necromancer, which if you can't tell, I like necromancers. Talked to my brother about getting his old GPU. I decided not to go through the. Oh, I don't know. I want something. I'm not just looking at upgrading my graphics card, Elbow. I want to replace my CPU, my motherboard, and my graphics card. I was going to upgrade to one, not the newest Threadripper, but like a few models behind, which is still more powerful than a lot of things that I could get. The Threadrippers are insane. And I was considering doing that, and then I want a better, obviously I want a better graphics card, but I don't want to go a few steps back. I want to go forward, because that's actually the graphics card I've got right now. Where you're saying is exactly where I got it from. The one that he's replacing now is the one he replaced the one I have with. So, and I bought it from him. I didn't get it for free. I bought it from him, and it was a fantastic graphics card. It has worked very hard for me, and I love it, and it's done a great job, but it's time to upgrade, and I want a new one. So, I'm about to get a PS5 and a separate PC tablet hybrid. Nice. Both fun classes. I hate this little heart fucking symbol they got on this thing. You'll always be a sorcerer. Fair enough. I like a sorcerer. I am going to end up playing a sorcerer. I am currently using a Fextra Life guide to kind of guide me to where I want to be with my necromancer. Just kind of give me an idea of where I want to prioritize skills and points spending and all that. I've been sitting here on the screen long enough. Let's go ahead and start making our character while we're talking. I'm going to be a male because that's kind of my thing. And I want that preset, which we are mostly going to stay with a few exceptions. I actually like the face. I'm going for kind of a Alice Cooper cosplay. The eye color is fine. The hair is fine. We wanted to change... I want to change the markings, because I actually have one set of markings that I rather like. Where is it? That one? It is that one, and I want them in blood. Fresh blood color, because I like that. And it's not quite Alice Cooper. We don't need the dark lips. That's kind of weird. The jewelry I don't care about. They can stay right where it is. You'd be a sorcerer or necromancer, or have one of each. If I did end up getting into D4, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm actually interested in pretty much all of them. I may well end up with multiple. I'm gonna have multiple characters. The Chris Angel, in your opinion? Okay. Have you seen Alice Cooper, good sir? The hair's not quite big enough, per se, but it's the closest I'm going to get in the game. I don't think there's any makeup that's any better. Oh, what was that on? 4. Oh, that's actually might be a little closer. 9 might be a little bit better. See, what I don't have is that the points, the pointed eye makeup. If I had that, I'd be all set. 9. I think we'll go 9. Like 9. I was talking to Elbow. Get right. But I'm glad. If you can't tell, I'm an Alice Cooper fan. I do like Alice Cooper, and so that is what we're going to be. No, you're not doing hardcore. I'm not that good. And because I can't name him Alice Cooper, and I've tried, we're just going to name him Cooper. And so he shall be. I don't know, do I want to be a masochist and go straight to veteran? Because I've dabbled a bit. Bet you I can do it. I mean, we can always change it. Like I said, an Alice Chris hybrid. Fair enough. I used to like Chris Angel, but he's just kind of nowadays. I don't know. Does he even still perform? Did he retire? I don't know what he's doing anymore. I haven't heard anything about him in years. Used to watch his show though. You were never into Alice Cooper? Shame. Such a shame. Level 49 Sorcerer, level 31 Necromancer, started to mess around with the Druid as well. Nice, getting right.
It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells.
That's funny, Elbolt, because when I was in Vegas, I didn't see his name anywhere.
It became a new battleground in this eternal conflict.
He had no signs, no advertising, nothing. And I was on the strip, man.
Mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was.
Oh, not Chris Angel. Gotcha, Elbolt.
These ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
At some point, I need to go back and watch some lore videos on Diablo, because I've always kind of skipped the lore and not really paid attention to it. So I should go back and watch some lore videos and kind of understand what's going on. Stuck in the hospital again? No, Genrai! I'm sorry, brother. I hope everything goes okay. Wait, I'm gone for a week and you're in the hospital again. God damn it. Lore's good in the Diablo games. Yeah, I've always gotten that impression. I don't know why I've never paid attention to it. I got more into the gameplay in ones I did play, which to say is 3 and 4. I tried 2 back in the day, and I could never get into it, but a lot of it was the control scheme. I've never liked the control scheme on the PC for Diablo, which is why I'm on PlayStation 5. Now, yeah, I know I can plug in a controller and play on the computer still, but this gives me a reason to play PlayStation 5 more often, too, so... And I love my PS5. The only thing I need to do for it, though, is I do need to get an M.2 drive for it so I can expand its memory. They are a little pricey, the ones you need for them. They got the heat sink and shit on them. Someone needs to dial up Alice Cooper and tell him he needs to do a collaboration with Diablo and Blizzard so that we can get the Alice Cooper freaking eye paint in the game. It's not working, so it needs to be changed out. It is planned for Monday. I hope it goes well. Brother, I hope it goes well. My fingers will be crossed for you. If not physically, spiritually. As it were. Mentally? Mentally. That's the word I'm looking for. I think I'm going to stick with two-handed. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the shield. I think I may go with the, I can't think of what it's freaking called. And I want decompose. Alright. I can't remember if there was stuff over here or not, but we'll take a look. I know some of this is random. Money! Money, money, money! Money! Woo! Should've been something in that pack. I feel cheated. Link the in-depth video. Thank you, Elbow. I appreciate you, sir. Did you put it in a private message, or is it generally in Discord? I'm curious. Because I don't get notification for Discord when I'm streaming. It's streamer mode. Turns off all the beeps and the bloops. I know there's more stuff up here. I don't know how much time I'm going to spend just searching for stuff, because I know there's going to be a lot of that later. Also, there's enemies up here, and I want the experience! I actually was up to my other character before I deleted him, just before stream. So I wanted to start fresh for stream. I was like level 12, 13, like that. Audio isn't working for you? I'm hearing it. Are you guys not hearing audio? Try that, see if that makes a difference. Audio's fine for you, getting right? Alright. May just be on your end, Elbow. Whatever you're using, try closing it and coming back. I know that's kind of the generic answer when there's tech problems. Turn it off, turn it back on type of a thing, but it does kind of work. Like, why am I in the way of the way? I don't think I'm gonna do two-handed weapons. I like the two-handed sides and stuff. I mean, they're cool and all, but I like the aesthetic, if nothing else, of the, like, holding a...
Another abandoned town.
I can't think of the damn name of what the hell it's called. It's freaking spell fucking accelerator.
In the dark.
He
bit me!
I'll figure it out. It'll come back.
He's a wild one.
Set it back. All right. All right, it is back. Thank you, Gidra.
Oswen, hush. I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demon, spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he
No,
talking
thank you, Ginrat. Thank you for the heads up on that. I appreciate it.
Come, I'll explain.
I know where you're going, lady.
Staring in the ruins to the north. That poor monk back there must have
You're worried about demons and shit from the ruins. I'm marching in here with a group of skeletons. Not really an army yet. It will be. Not yet. Real quick.
The woods around here are dangerous.
I haven't picked up anything actually yet. Sometimes I do. I have.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
Evil is gathering strength in those ruins. I will bring it to heal.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
Bam! Level. Alright. I cannot get Blight yet, but I do want that. I believe the next one I want is Acolytes Decompose will be the next one I go for. Or maybe I'll grab Blight first. Because Blight is handy as hell. What was over here? Anything over here? Sound like Link out here. Money, money, money. Money. The movie was freaking fantastic, and I was very happy to see exactly what I wanted to see in the movie. This is where you come out. Ooh, tunic. It is a better tunic. We will wear it. Bear! I went and saw The Flash with the family last night. It was fantastic. Urza Miller can suck a giant fat one. Although, I must say his performance was actually better than I expected it to be. I expected it to be complete garbage, and it wasn't. Mostly because I don't care for him as an actor much, so I was pleasantly surprised by his performance. However, he is a giant, raging POS. And I will be very happy when they completely replace him. Very different build than I have tried in my rooms. Interesting. Okay. Better enough. Better enough. You don't want to spoil that for me? Oh, I'm glad you didn't, Felix. I was, my daughter was sitting next to me, and every time Michael Keaton said one of the lines that I wanted to hear him say, like, I'm Batman, or you want to get nuts, let's get nuts, I'm like, he said it! My daughter's next to me, Dad, calm down. And then freaking well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. When the cameo that I wanted showed up in the movie, I was very excited for that too. My wife thought it was weird. I thought it was fantastic. In Spider-Man's movies, I have not watched any of them, so I have no thoughts. I understand they are excessively good, however. And I do need to watch them. I'm debating on just watching the first one now or waiting for the second one to hit Disney Plus so I can watch them both back to back. And I think I may actually do that. Everything I've seen from them looks fantastic. Alright, let's slightly different order than I normally do this because I still want that. But Blight is fantastic. We're gonna grab that. Wife and you didn't know? Oh, the cameo. What the cameo was for? I was aware of it because I remember them talking about possibly casting that guy as Superman at one point. And again, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to spoil the cameo for anybody that doesn't know about it yet. Dots! Dots for everyone! Oh. I hit the barrel. Whole thing around this way, and I do want to clear out these ruins, so we're going this way. See you later. Don't have much left to do. Nice. Maybe for streaming. Honestly, it'll probably hit Disney Plus the same time it hits digital. To be honest. Oh. Caught me with my hand out the controller, man. Just cycle everyone through that doorway. You get Blight, and you get Blight. Oh. Damage over time is fantastic.
I need more time.
Oh, that's not. Oh, my skeletons seem to have fallen. Let's fix that. You and you. And you guys can be junk. And then we go back up here and we grab that. It was Acolyte that I wanted, right? Yes, it is. News Cabot, the Hulk is now officially back with Oh, is he? Nice! They still already ruined the Planet Hulk movie, though. That's never gonna happen the way they've got it structured now. We're never gonna get that. Which is unfortunate. No. Yes. I hate that it's yellow, but that's okay. Yeah, money. I don't know how they would structure World War Hulk without Planet Hulk. Because one story feeds into the next, and it's just... I'm sure they could do it. I just don't know off the top of my head how they would do it. What workarounds they would need to use. And I am thankful that I would not have to be the one that would write that particular story, because I would not envy the person who had to figure that out. In the comics, it's one of those events where if you didn't have World War Hulk, you wouldn't... not World War Hulk. If you didn't have Planet Hulk, you wouldn't have World War Hulk. And it's not that it couldn't be done, I just don't know how. I don't know what they'd do. I can't remember if I've ever gone the other way. I probably should. Everybody did? Everybody did. Sweet. Spider-Man is the last of the long list finally brought back into the House of the Mouse. Or that needs to be brought back. Yes, it does. Sony's not letting go of it anytime soon, though. They've got a whole thing. At the very least, if they continue their ongoing deal with Marvel to work together, and Disney, we'll be okay. I would much prefer Control being a single entity rather than splitting it between the two and all that. I think, you know, you're going to have some instances where definitely some of the stories are going to be gimped because of the split ideas and who wants to take what and all that is. That's certainly going to be an issue. And I would much prefer to see it back under one roof. I still haven't watched any of Sony's movies for the extra Spider-Man stuff, like the Venom movies. I haven't watched them. I love Venom, but I'm not likely to watch those movies. I don't really support them. So they're not going to make any extra money off of me. Marvel will. Marvel will get my money from Spider-Man. And he falls in. Oh, falls over. Why did I think he thought he fell in half before? You killed my skeletons, man! At least he gave me some fuel to get them back. Oh, swing this. It's okay, I won't be for long. No, I don't have a lot of faith in Kraven the Hunter movie either. And I'm probably not going to go see it. Spider-Man 2 game looks good. I have not played Miles Morales yet. I haven't played it yet. I haven't even beaten the first one, so I haven't touched Miles. I've kind of made that a point. Why am I? Thank you. It was better than it had any right to be. Second was a dumpster fire. Morbius was just flipping awful. I keep hearing that. I have not watched Morbius, and I'm not likely going to. Well, I can get 3 back for now. Let's see what we got. Two-handed sword. Nope. A one-handed sword. We'll use you. And new pants! Should have PS5 this time next month, if all goes well. Sweet! You know, I'm not going to sell that stuff. I'm going to hang on to it for
The old ruins
breaking
are
down.
clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent.
You are full of shit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
It really is. It is a fantastic system.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
And I'll be honest with you, because I was an Xbox 360 guy back in the day, to my chagrin, once again, much like the PS4, I think the PS5 is crushing Xbox again. In a time I would really like Xbox to be able to thrive more, they're just not. And I'm sad to say it, really, because I do like Xbox. Their controller is... Although I really like the new PS5 controller. This thing is really comfy. But yeah, no, I'm kind of sad that Xbox isn't doing as well as I'd like. I know you have Elbow. What do you think of this one, though? Because this is vastly different. I don't even have a PS4 controller over here anymore. Vastly different than the PS4 and the PS3 and the PS2 and 1 controllers, which were all vaguely similar. This is very different. It is very comfortable to hold, in my opinion, and I have big hands. The other ones did hurt my hands after a while, to be honest with you, playing games on it. The PS4 was the better system, though. I hate to say it. The PS3 was very much not. A lot of people say, oh, it's so much more powerful than the 360. The PS3 was a piece of shit. It was a burning pile of garbage. Much better. Still hate the smell. I know. But you're not likely going to get them to change that. It is. It is better. At the same time, though, Elbow, I do believe there are other controllers you can get that will work with the PS5 that have your asymmetrical. And if there isn't, there is likely, if there isn't one already, there's likely going to be, much like the PS4, an upgrade that you can get, like a little stick you plug in, where you can use a Xbox 360 or an Xbox One controller with the PS5. So... Nintendo's okay. All right, so the Nintendo Class or the Pro controller, if I can find mine. This is an Xbox controller. That's the Pro controller for the Nintendo. This is really what they want you to play with. Let's be honest. They want you to go out and buy this. This is what they want you to play with. That is it. There are very few games that require the Joy-Cons. There are not that many. Most games you're going to play are going to be that.
Body. So, shall you witness her glory before you die?
I don't know if they're a scam. I do like that when you're talking about taking this on the go. When I take this on the go, I love the fact that if these break, I don't need to replace the whole system or send it in to get fixed. I can remove these, buy new ones, slot them on, move on. That is fantastic. So in that regard, I think it's great. For them being separate controllers, I'm very much with you on that. I don't think they're very good. Slotting them on and off is a great idea. I love that. Lost Souls. Blight! Blight, bitch! Blight! Whew. Oh, I hate helmets. Because they cover up my beautiful face, man. No, actually I wanted to mark that for destruction. Open sesame.
You are blessed like us now.
I've always been blessed, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was all of them. Light willing. Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and...
Blork.
What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
They must have fed them to me.
A blindness ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key...
Am I a fan of Boobs Infinite? I don't know what that is, but boobs are great. BioShock. I have not played BioShock Infinite. I have not even beaten the first one. I do have them all, though. Full disclosure, I have not beaten them. There is somewhere a clip of me playing BioShock 1 where I snuck up behind somebody, and even after clubbing them in the back of the head repeatedly with a freaking wrench, they did not know I was there until they were dead.
Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
I mean, it's an interesting game. I don't know that it's really my thing, or it's really my speed, but at some point I'll pick it back up and play it again. The first one is buggy. Amazing may be a bit of a stretch, in my opinion. It is definitely a good game, but amazing may be a bit of a stretch. For me. My opinion is by far not the be-all, end-all on that kind of stuff, though. Remember that one? Yes, it did. There are two clips I have that I'll never forget from my time over on Twitch. That's one of them. The other one was when I was playing Shadows of Mordor, and the one orc came out and said that he had worms in his brain, and they wiggle, 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 and I will never forget that. It's freaking hilarious.
Granted you a path to salvation, and yet you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble.
I get they had to go with the Russian accent to kind of fit the town, but they really missed an opportunity to do him with an Irish accent.
Shameful.
What in the blue hell is this? Freaking blood petals coming down from the roof. Don't make no goddamn sense.
Sin.
What do you mean you know I'm not a fan of Fable? You would be highly incorrect. Highly incorrect. I love Fable.
My children.
I don't know that I'm sold on the look of the new
The
new hero, and it's not what everyone else is complaining about, that oh, it's a girl and she's ugly. I don't care about that. That means very little to me. What I don't like is that for some reason the way that they designed her looks off. Like the movement in her face looks wrong. Like I need to tighten up the animation a bit on it. It looks off to me. Like in the beginning where she turns around and she kind of gives that look, it looks wrong.
Who you were meant
and it's not the aesthetic look, it's just like it doesn't look like a natural human expression quite.
And be beautiful.
And I don't know if that's what they were going for or not, but it's weird. But I am looking forward to the new Fable. I will always look forward to the new Fable. I was in the beta for the one that got canceled.
Resist her temptation.
I brought another year more. Well, let's hope.
Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
Why is it I want every priest to be Alexander Anderson from Helsing? They're a bunch of bloody fucking heathens. All your attention's on Starfield, though. Is it really looking that good, Elbolt? Like, is it that good looking? Like, are you that sold on it?
First of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your.
I know they used the song, the cover of the song "Mother" by Lizzie. And Lizzie did the cover. It's not the original, obviously. But for what was it? It was another game. It was the uneven-sided freaking monster versus the hunters freaking game. I can't think of the name of it now. But they used it for the trailer for that. That would have been a great song for the trailer for this.
You collapsed inside.
So just watch. I'm gonna watch it.
You.
I'm gonna watch it.
I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you?
Question: does Todd Howard have anything to do with it? Because if he does, I'm already wary.
A horned demon.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the new Elder Scrolls too, but I'm wary about it because I know Todd Howard still works with them, or he did last I knew.
Help them. She called them her children, and they welcomed her like a mother.
The typical Bethesda character faces.
No. It cannot be.
Don't worry, they'll. Yeah, he does. God damn it. I'm gonna be honest with you, like 100%. If I was running Xbox or Microsoft and we acquired Bethesda, the first thing I would do is remove Todd Howard. Goodbye. Why am I getting fired? Well, because it just works. It just works, Todd. It just works. Actually, I think... actually go up that way. There are a couple of things over here, I believe. That maybe we can acquire something out of, perhaps. I know this isn't the way, I just want to see if there's any containers and stuff. And there is. Unfortunately, I think I rolled a whole fat nothing. Yeah. Not promising, man. On a warg! On a dead warg! The gold. Alrighty, I know there's enemies coming up here any minute now. Oh dear. There's a thing over here. Huh? I don't remember there being anything of overly huge consequence in here, but we're gonna see. Let's send the idea if they fire him, you can kick his ass out of the door. All right. Sorry, Todd. We're gonna have to let you go because it just works. Just works when you're not here. Just works. A little bit of money, if nothing else. There's nothing else in here. Collector's Edition Starfield might be the most practical of all collector's editions I've seen at this point. Why is that? Educate me. And yes, I'm going to watch a deep dive, but I want to know why you think it's worth that much. Because that means more to me than what they're going to say. You don't know what I have against him? How about the fact that he blatantly lied to everybody on stage when talking about how everything works? And how great freaking fucking Fallout 76 was going to be. All that kind of crap. It's basically a smartwatch. I've got one of those. I've got a Fitbit. I'm good. Light. A two-handed sword. I don't want that. I do want that, though. I know technically it does more damage. I'm trying to stick to the non-two-handed weapons. Because of Wana. Pants. Decent pants. And then I know we went that way, but we're going to loop back around and go this way and loot the hell out of this little cave. How dare you freeze me? I have no permission for such things. Oh, I have a skill point. What am I doing? We're gonna go with, I think it's that one's the one I want. Yeah, I know. You do want enhanced blight. Now I've got 5. Oh, come on down, you 8-legged freaks. And then we want Supernatural Blight. You and your minions deal 50% increased damage to enemies within Blight. Yes, please. And we will be taking Blight up to 5. All the way to the top. And that's the end of the cave. Ooh, pants. No. Yes. No. Yes. And yes. It was really in a bad place because they were doing multiplayer games. Fallout 76 and Redfall are examples of bad management. Yes! And who's in charge over there? Remind me? Who's kind of running the show? Because last time I checked, Todd Howard's kind of one of the bigger guys there, like someone with some pull. And let's not forget, when you know you're going to be telling complete bullshit on stage to lots of people, there's always an option. It may not be the better option all the time, but there's always the option to say, I don't want to do that. Send somebody else. Now, Todd Howard is, however, a meme machine, and it's great. All right, Jose, do I have all 5 of my guys?
Is anyone here?
Is anyone here? Huh?
What are you hiding back here?
Stuff and things. Look, I'm not saying they wouldn't have found somebody to get up and say that, but then I wouldn't be mad at Todd Howard for it. You know what I mean? Oh, I think Microsoft's acquisition of Bethesda was a good move, especially for Microsoft, because even though it doesn't just work like Todd Howard says it does, and the majority of their games have been made as good as they are, more so by the modding community than the actual devs themselves and the freaking execs, it's still a hell of a thing to have in your freaking library of stuff to sell.
Rifle through my things. Then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
Well then. Rub-a-dub-dub, who's up for some grub?
That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true.
And console must. Nice.
Why did I have that vision?
They would be foolish not to allow the modding community to do the work on the Bethesda games for them. I mean, it's almost selfish to expect them to do it for you, but at the same time, at this point, the way they've established their games,
the daughter of hatred.
You would think they would do more to make things accessible, like what Ark did and what Conan did with the dev kits, to allow
this world
their player base to make mods. They catered to it. Hightail, whenever it comes out, is specifically catering, or as they say they're doing, are specifically catering to having mods. And I think that's a fantastic thing.
Always been trapped amid the eternal conflict.
And it definitely should be.
A war between angels
allow the players to make the game more what they want it to be, because even if you're going to take some flack on, oh, you just expect the modding community to make the game for you, you're going to get some of that, but the reality of it is you are never going to be able to make a game that is for everybody. But if people have the ability to mod it, they can at least tweak it more towards their liking.
Use it. Find out what
which makes it a more appealing game to more people. Which means more money, which means more games. And I don't know about anybody else, but I am definitely in favor of more games.
If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
Video games have kind of been a high interest in me since I was set down in front of my first Atari and started playing freaking Breakout. And then it became even more ingrained in me when I got into the first time I sat down and played Nintendo. I was at a cookout. Well, it was a 4th of July cookout at my dad's, one of my dad's work friends, very close family friend to us as well. His son had a Nintendo, and this was like right around when they first came out. And he sat me down in front of it, and he said, "Here, play this." And he put on, it was either Blades of Steel or RBI Baseball. I can't remember which one was first, but I played them both. And then I played Mighty Mighty Bomb Jack, and I played freaking Super Mario Brothers. And I was just sitting there and wide-eyed, and I couldn't believe that this was arcade stuff. This was arcade level stuff, like big machine, in a room, need quarters, arcade stuff for me, and it was phenomenal to sit there and see that on this little screen. And I remember going to my parents and I gotta have this. I gotta have one of these. I will do anything. What do I need to do? I have to have one. Not too many of my pet can handle that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you're a Neo Geo guy. I never hugely got into the console itself. I mean, if you were into games, you knew Neo Geo. There was no getting around that. Yeah, walk around this way real quick. That's far enough. The games are amazing. The consoles obscenely well, and that's why most people didn't have one. I mean, look, you had the Atari Lynx, which is one of the best handhelds that it was ever made. It was so powerful and way ahead of its time. For Christ's sake, it was color when everything else wasn't, for the most part. And yet, the Game Boy crushed it. Drove it right out of the market. It's not always about power and what you can do and what you can't do and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes it's about what people can afford. There's a fine balance there. Well, you're pretty much the same thing I have now, aren't you? No, not quite. We'll switch, though. Short terms, the AES Neo Geo console still holds the record for most expensive gaming console ever. Yeah, and I believe you are correct about that. Yeah, it was, and to put that in perspective, you know, that was $1,000 back in the day, not today. So, I mean, if you're talking about today's price, it was probably a couple of grand more, really, than it actually was. When you think about it in terms of what we would pay today. I'll let my guys do all this fighting. I'm just collecting shit over here. And I'm gonna get into a fight over here, because why not? Yes.
I thought I'd live to see all this.
Ooh, hello. That right there. What sword I was looking for? Rare focus. A focus. That's the word I was looking for. Increases my damage per second. Very fast weapon. Reduce cooldown. Don't really need the strength. The intelligence boost would be nice.